Hello there, everyone. My name's Ayumu Kagami. We're back at the Zelda Randomizer, and I hope you're excited, because I'm super excited. We're gonna start getting into a dungeon coming up pretty soon, or at least attempting a dungeon. Oh, it's the Mario face! Wait, can I pull on Mario's face and get coins? Give me your face! I can! Sweet! I actually, don't know why. I've seen that somewhere, I just don't remember where. So, I will tug on your face any day of the week. I guess I don't talk about Zelda all that much, so probably one of the better things I can kind of talk about while playing this is my experiences with Zelda games. I know that there are other YouTubers who had Zelda month. PBG started that. Peanut Butter Gamer. That's November, so why not catch up Sember? I do not want to do that. I want to do this. Oh shoot, I don't know what save the game is. Is one of these just exit the game? Ow! Okay. Well, I think it's the first one is save and continue. So we'll pray about that. We won't make a horrible mistake. Hello. Oh yeah, these are actual, like, randomized, I believe. Like, in them, there will be the item that I need, but there will also be 100 different random items that I don't particularly want. But we'll keep opening it up, because we never know. I think 50 is within the realm. These, I'm not going to do too much. I'll do it one more time. But, because I don't know what item is supposed to be in it. It just would be something that would be out of the norm. 1 rupee is not out of the norm, though. So, I'll leave those be. I know they can have randomized items in them. I don't know if, like, it randomized in the 50 rupees was or was not. We'll figure that out once I get, like, super stuck. I don't like my brother anymore, he's a jerk! I don't like my brother anymore, he's a bigger jerk. And this is... Gotta go fast. Gotta go as fast as humanly possible. And there's the secret! And it is... 5 rupees. Wait, can I... Wait, did I not go... I did go fast. Okay. I was about to say, what? I totally went fast enough. So, I have gone through, A Link to the... No, I'm sorry. The original Legend of Zelda game, and, Zelda 2. Beating Zelda 2 was actually, like, one of my, like, crowning achievements, personally, as a gamer. I've taken on some tough challenges. I've beaten every Dark Souls game, except for Bloodborne, or, not Bloodborne, Demon's Souls, just, I don't have a PS3, so, I can't efficiently, play that game. So, that's, like, the only one that I haven't actually gone through. Do we go up here to talk to him, or do we have to find the item first? So I think he gives me the shovel to find it. And... I may not have been the biggest fan... Nope. Of Zelda 2. But I enjoyed my time with it. Game is hard. Unfair hard. Like, I don't want to say to the levels of Eternal Mode Binding of Isaac, because that is just straight up sadistic. I can actually move this. No. Don't spawn rupees for me. Ow. But it is a tough game. And that was back in my wee days of, well, not having internet. back when I was a kid, because my dad actually, we wound up getting a Nintendo from a yard sale for a really good value. Always hated that rabbit. So we got it for a really good deal. And we got like 150 games for it or something silly like that. So I had plenty of time to, well, play games. And I actually wound up putting more time into Zelda 2 than I did the first Zelda game. That was like the saddest heal. But I went through the first game. I had one of my friends we were hanging out, and at that point I'd known a lot of the secrets, just so many people had talked about it. I didn't grow up when the Nintendo was brand new hot stuff. So it wasn't even like people were talking about it a lot. My cousins were big fans on the Legend of Zelda series. We actually had the gold cartridges. I know that's not like the most impressive thing, but for A Link... no, I'm sorry, I keep saying A Link. I got this game on my brain. But for Zelda 2, I don't believe the gold cartridge was as common. Very well could have been. But we actually gave it to my cousin. We had 2 copies. We had a non-gold, and she wanted it to, like, for collections. So I was like, hey, you know what? Sure, why not? We're gonna just say no. Okay. Definitely a little low on health. Use a heart or 2. Do not be the end of me. I've got better things to end my life. Thank you. And so most of what I knew about Zelda came from my cousins, because they talked about it a lot. My first time I was introduced to Wind Waker was... Well, actually, when it was new, I talked a lot about, like, I never, played it when it was new. I technically played it for, like, 11 seconds when it was new. My cousin let me try it out on GameCube when GameCube was, like, brand new, because she was babysitting me, because she is 9 years older than me, I believe, or something like that. So I was a wee young whippersnapper. Ow. And it didn't really catch my interest the same way that A Link to the Past did. So even back when I was a wee young kitty, you are telling me roughly what my mission is. I appreciate that. Salahadra. I don't know if I actually need to talk to him. I need to put a bomb here. But I went through... I'm going all over the place. What do we got? Piece of the Heart. Oh, we're like almost there, aren't we? Yep. We are there. Yes! I'm so excited that there was 3 pieces right there. That's just silly. So, through the first Zelda game, it is a... okay game. I like what it did. For the time, it was fantastic. I'd seen A Link to the Past. I believe that A Link to the Past came out in 93 in the States. I could be wrong about that. So, after witnessing A Link to the Past, the original Zelda game just didn't kind of hold up as well. It's still good, I'm not gonna say it isn't, especially for like what it did. It's really, really good. For like its big explorative, and what it did for Nintendo, Mario as well. And I can always appreciate that aspect of it. But this game just suck it. And going through it for the first time, I spent a disgusting amount of time looking for... Is it called Death Mountain? Ganon's Castle. In the first one. Oh. Nope. 4 of them, okay. But I spent a disgusting amount... I trialed and errored that thing. Boss key, very nice. I had no clue, because... Well, it was the very first Zelda game I ever played. I didn't know what practically anything was. I burnt every single bush that looked slightly out of place. And I just walked around shooting my fire. Because I was like, well, that one tree burned. I watched one of my cousins do it. I hung out with him, I don't want to say all the time, but like always, it was Zelda or Final Fantasy was being played anytime I was with them. And that's kind of why the 2D Zeldas and Final Fantasy kind of cemented themselves a little bit further in my repertoire of things I really quite like. Because other than that, it was, well, I mean, pretty much literally Nintendo. Like, the original Nintendo. Which did have good games on it, but for a little kid, we're always blown away a little bit more. Also, Compass. Yay. Sorry, so lackluster, I forgot to talk about it. But there was so much too, like the original Zelda game, that I don't know this for like 100%. I think it was the first game to have a save feature, not a password feature. I had a game very similar to it called Spiritual Warfare, which, all things considered, is not the worst game I've ever played. Is not a good one. Okay, what is this? Any item besides money. I made one request. Literally one request. Couldn't hold up to it. Okay. It had a password system, and I understand if you don't have a battery backup, you can't do, well, you need a password, because if you're going to continue in the game, you need a continue state. It was like, I over-exaggerate a lot of things. I think it was literally like 30 plus characters long. Like, why in God's name would any password be that long? That is disgustingly long. But it was! So I basically just left my Nintendo on for 1,000 years to make sure I didn't lose any progress. I never actually beat the game. Okay, let's kill this. I think I want to kill all enemies in the room first. So I can get the key thing properly. Oh, alright, hit me, and it'll be your own downfall. Yeah, because that moves them all. So another chest right here, and it contains literally anything but money. Can I change literally anything to a different response, please? So this is a shortcut. Okay. So beating Ganon for the first time. I mean, the ending, I'm gonna be honest, was like nothing spectacular. Like, that didn't like blow me away. The ending was never that spectacular to me. It was the whole journey throughout Zelda. And, you know, like, legitimately having to use my noggin on things. I like thinking. I'll admit there are times I don't act like I really am the biggest fan of thinking. But if I'm being honest, I enjoy, like, being tested and stuff. Okay. Don't do that. Ever. Oh, again! No! No, I don't want to die yet. You take literally a gajillion hits. Wake up. Good. Okay, I was a little worried, like, can he be killed with them? Money, money, money! No! I can use my potion, I just really don't want to. I actually might just have to, though, as we get closer to it. Because it's not like... Well, okay. It's not like the challenges are going to get easier, not knowing... bots. Not knowing what's what. So... Okay. Not my finest moment here. Oh, please be... Okay. Oh, wait, I can just, insta-kill. Bam! Let me go here, and we go, BAM! You're dead. The heart is beautiful. Normally you get the bow in this dungeon. Clearly. Randomizer. No bow. Sweet. This one? This one. 4th time's the charm on 4 buttons. No! There we go. And we're out of here. Oh no! I think it's actually mandatory to have the bow. Yeah! I can't hurt this thing! Can I? I cannot hurt this thing. Okay. Well, that's what a randomizer is. I literally, okay. So, with, moving towards Zelda 2, I had almost no help with that. For some odd reason, my cousins never talked about Zelda 2. And I didn't know about any nifty potential, say, glitches that might make the end fight easier. Or exploits, perhaps. Maybe not necessarily a glitch, but an exploit. And it was one of the most brutal fights of my life. At any point, not really spoilers because the game's 6,000 years old, but look up the final fight in Zelda 2. It is definitely one of, if you don't cheese it, one of the like most challenging things of any young gamer's life. Especially a wee young gamer who is stupid and bad at video games, because he will not understand how to do it. That's a vendetta against your red brethren. Okay, let's go. So we need to find... to get to the desert, I need the... What do I need? Book. The Book of Medulla Oblongata. And to get to the Death Mountain, I need the Magic Mirror and the Moon Pearl. Alright. Right here. Well, hopefully we'll find another chest here. We have Map and Compass. And Big Key, I believe. I still don't know what that does. Okay. Alright, so we do have a chest here, so hopefully, good item. Any item, really? I still have a lot of options. I can pick up rocks. So, I'm not out of options yet. Alright, so what do we have here? We have... Oh. Okay. So, odd coincidence. The bow is not supposed... Okay, well, it's supposed to be in this dungeon, but it's not guaranteed to be in the dungeon. So, happy coincidence. I can finish this dungeon. And we'll finish this dungeon for the ending of this episode. So... Cool! Not that I wanted to, like, not finish the dungeon this episode, just... I was definitely not expecting that. Why was there more of them this time? I don't know, whatever. Oh, okay, so, this is something I'm gonna bring up. I don't technically know if modern Zelda games are not doing this now. I highly doubt they are. I got a copy of A Link to the Past. What would it be? Game booklet. I didn't own the game, but I had the game booklet. And back then, like, holy freak, that was like the coolest thing ever. There was so much info in them, like the first Zelda game. There's just so much awesome information about it. Pole's voice can be defeated by, get out of here. Pole's voices hate loud noises. I believe is how it was worded. That's freaking awesome. Because the Famicom version of the game, you could, like, yell at, the player 2, I believe it is, has, a, like, microphone on it, and there were a couple Zelda games, that utilized the microphone. One of them, I think, was, like, a DLC thing. Wasn't like, oh man, them rupees. It wasn't necessarily, it was I don't know what to call it. It wasn't DLC, but oh, boss time. I would always waste a bunch of arrows into the first guy who came in. This fight's so much easier when you have the bow and arrow. Let me bro-siding. I want to hit you with the arrow. I got the bow. I'm gonna make use of it. I can't make use of the arrow. Oh. Okay. And we'll... Nope! Okay. We'll attack you at some point. Gotcha. So... it was like a internet thing. Like, once a week, you got it. I don't remember. But that is insane that we actually were able to just complete the first dungeon. It just was weird like. So, that's awesome. Oh, as an added benefit, I'm going to try to make sure my seed's in the end, or in the description for like what this randomizer seed is, in the description of all the videos. But, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this. Leave a like if you enjoy it, and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on any of these sweet Zelda randomized stuff, things. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, everyone.